So today I actually have some sick kiddos. We had one with a fever last night and another kid woke up with a fever this morning. So today apparently is going to be all about making sure I'm going to be going through our oils and our natural medicine cabinet, just making sure we have everything stocked that we could possibly need for sickness and taking care of sick kiddos. Okay, let's see what we've got. For congestion, I do really like this natural nasal spray, especially for really littles who have a hard time kind of blowing their nose. We do have, I don't know what's that, the nose Frida thing, but they really don't like it, so we're trying to teach them to blow their nose a bit better. And this definitely helps. And then we do always like to keep these homeopathic medicines on hand. We've got the Rhine allergy, and then there's also one for cold calm. This is more for, like, you know, if they're actually having a cold versus, like, if I'm allergic to cats, then sometimes I might use this one here. And then we just ordered some more of these because these are our last 4. These are really good for flu-like symptoms and have really good reviews of like really shortening your time of sickness if you do get the flu. So this is definitely a winner. You can order this on Amazon. You can also buy it at Sprouts. I don't know what other stores have it. Maybe like CVS, Walgreens, you'd have to check. But honestly, if you've got Amazon, that's probably the easiest way to get your hands on it. And then I do always keep extras of these stock. This is our doTERRA. It's an On Guard like sanitizing mist. That way when you're, you know, wiping noses and all the things, and you can keep this when you're out and about too. Let's see what else we got going on in here. We got some herbal throat spray. This one I do really like, especially I'm a singer. And so sometimes I'm not even really feeling sick. I'm a mouth breather also, which it's just a whole thing. But yeah, I use this one even if I'm not necessarily feeling sick. It just really helps my throat feel a lot better. It's got echinacea, hyssop, sage, St. John's wort, some good herbs in there. And then we also have this one called Kung Fu Fighter. This is just an overall seasonal wellness blend. And all of these you just put in a little bit of water and drink them. And many of them you can drink, 1 to 3 hours apart. So you can do it pretty consistently to feel a lot better quickly. Now, recently, I have been buying, we don't use it super often, but I found this brand, and it is real medicine, but it is made clean. So what that means is, like, these are homeopathic, is a bit different, using essential oils. Those are not necessarily considered medicine. These are an actual, a real clinical type of medicine, but it's made without food dye. It's made without, natural flavors and things like that. So again, we don't use them super often, but when nothing else is really kicking in, I do keep these on hand just in case. I've got one for a cough somewhere around here too. And then we move into the land of oils, and I've got a bunch of oils that we use for pretty much anything and everything. I just made a disinfectant spray so I can spray around doorknobs and surfaces and things like that uses quite a few oils. Putting them in diffusers, putting them in roller bottles, somewhere up in here, in their roller bottles, and being able to use those on the kids' feet and their neck. So oils definitely play a big role as well. And then for adults and older kids, we do have some other like capsulated oils. Tri-Ease is supposed to help with, allergies and things like that. Digestion, if you're having tummy trouble. Turmeric is actually really good. We use it. It's good for all sorts of things, lowering inflammation and things like that. We use it for our boys who have asthma, because asthma is just inflammation of the lungs. So we use turmeric along with a couple other nutritional supplements that kind of help spread out their asthmatic issues so that they're not, every week or something like that. Something else I'm working on is a bunch of fermented honey garlic. I think we're almost to a week old now. I still need to release the lids I do have a video all about this. This is very good preventatively, also really good if you do end up getting sick. I didn't time it right, so I ran out before these are going to be ready. It's really best for them to ferment up to 6 weeks. You can eat them at any time. They're just spicier right now, and my kids can't really tolerate them until they're about 6 weeks fermented, but it's just garlic and honey, really simple. Chicken noodle soup is definitely my go-to when anyone is feeling under the weather, so I ordered a rotisserie chicken from Sprouts. I as well went ahead and made a whole raw chicken here in my stock pot, so later on you'll see me making some chicken noodle soup. Oh, looky here. Going to the zoo. The whole chicken was still cooking, and I got the little ones down for a nap, and so I've been working on some jump roping, trying to do 500 jumps a day. So I went in and worked on that and then came on back. I removed the chicken here from the stock pot, and look, I'm just left with this delicious stock, and I went ahead and got it out so I could start shredding it up to make my chicken noodle soup. While I was shredding and cutting the chicken, I went ahead and put the noodles over in the broth so that they could get nice and soft. And then I'm adding in the chicken here at the very end. And just some normal spices, garlic and onion and salt and pepper. You can get as creative with this as you want, adding in some herbs. But it was definitely very delicious and nourishing dinner. Thanks for joining us for another Vlogmas here at the Rod Squad. If you are wanting to live a healthier lifestyle and learn more about what that might look like for you, make sure and stick around and subscribe to our channel.